great grandmother met my 4-year-old little cousin for the first time only a few weeks ago. This overdue meeting took place during a trip to Myrtle Beach that was completely orchestrated just so that my great grandmother could see her grandkids. Anyone who has a big family knows how hard it is to get everyone together just for one single event. So imagine how amazed I was when I found out that my great grandmother had done it just so she could see her great grandkids. This trip brought together all of her descendants who hadn't all been together for at least a decade. People who lived all across the East Coast came together just for this trip. So obviously, I would assume that my great grandmother was the queen of this matriarchy. But she's not the only woman who gets things done. But before I go into that, let me just explain even more why I believe that she's the true matriarch to this matriarchy. First of all, there's the fact that I just mentioned about her getting everyone together for this trip to Myrtle Beach, which was just a few weeks ago. But then there's the fact that this wasn't the first time. A few years back, when I was smaller or whatever, before my cousin was even born, we had all made the trip down to Florida for us to meet her. So not only did this woman get all of our family together for one trip to meet her great grandkids or whatever, but she's done this twice in a row. So, but let me go into the other heroes of this matriarchy. My grandmother she organized an event earlier this week for the 4th of July. And the whole thing was planned by my mother, my sister, and my grandmother. They all got together and planned the whole thing out without anybody else knowing until the day of. Well, not but the day before. And they hand out assignments of who's going to bring what time, all that kind of stuff. And it ran smoothly, surprisingly. Everything was on time, all that kind of stuff. It was honestly one of the best cookouts I've been to. And every woman in the Tyree family seems to be the leader or whatever at things, because they're always the ones who organize events. Every single time that we have one, they're the ones who are behind it. They get everybody together, hand things out, assignments, all that kind of stuff. Tell you what you're gonna do to make it all work. And obviously, since they're the leaders of our family, whatever, they influence our behavior. Their hard work shines as examples of what to do to get your life on track and how to do well. And then there's the fact that if you mess up, they're not gonna forget. So you have that also as a driving force to make sure that you do good. Shoot, I still remember I don't remember, but my mom still remembers the fact that my sister got an F in the 3rd grade over some boy trouble, and she still brings that up. in conclusion, the Tyree women are the true leaders of our family, and are the driving force behind our events, behavior, and any sort of interaction